Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, this is DJ Dutchy, 106 Live Radio, of course, MVP News Network, coming right at you. Um, what can we say? We're here again. Another crime, unfortunately, in the community, one that hits us very hard. One of the things that we don't like to see is young kids passing. As we see, 8-year-old Secoriea Turner was making headlines because she was fatally shot. Let me start with you. What do you think will be one of the recourse for this? What will this do to our community? As we see a lot of crimes happen in our community as past, but 8-year-old, as we see the oncoming of people going and coming, paying their respects, what do you think this is going to do for us right now?
That's an interesting question because I really don't know the answer to that. The emotional aspect of it is probably going to have people, for lack of a better term, pissed off
Right.
and angry. Rightfully so, because as we talked a little bit earlier, back in the day, there was a code. Not that killing is right. It's not right on any level. But it was always a code. You don't kill kids. You don't kill elderly people or people who don't have anything to do with the situation that whoever's shooting has going on. And that code, in my opinion, has just been broken. I don't know if it's a generational thing. I don't know what it is. But at the end of the day, there's a young 8-year-old girl laying in a beautiful casket, glass casket, that shouldn't be there.
No, no.
And it's going to be difficult to determine what the community is going to do about that. I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't think anybody has the question, the answer really, because like you said, it's a tough question, something that we do not want to see. I myself have 2 little girls. It's hard, as we see again, 2 little ones coming. I've interviewed 2 little girls earlier. It's sad. One of them said that she remembers Secoriea Turner always walking with her to the bathroom and making sure she's okay. That was one of her memories. 8-year-old, look at the care she had for a little girl, of her peers. Another little girl went cheerleading with her. So to hear these little kids' voices and the pain, I can't relate to their pain at a young age.
No, because they don't know how to process death.
Exactly.
You know, we're older, so we get it. We've seen it before. Even though a young child, still you don't understand it.
Right.
But for a child that's 8, 9, 10, they don't get this at all, man. And to have them have to even rationalize the last time that they saw her, she brought me to the bathroom. Or, I mean, how do you wrap your mind around that, you know? My issue, and I'm going to be real with you, because that's just kind of what we do here,
Right.
is the Wendy's should never have been open like that, and none of that militarized zone should have ever been allowed, because I guarantee you if that was in Alpharetta or Buckhead, that would have been shut down.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right? So had that not have been in place, we wouldn't even be here.
Right.
So we need to deal with that issue. You know, at the end of the day, and we've been down there covering stuff. We were on ground zero since Rayshard Brooks got killed and up until the funeral.
Correct.
And thereafter. So to have this thing go on and on and on, the police were like, you know what? If you guys don't think we matter, then we don't matter. They didn't patrol it at all. And it was left open for some people to say, you know what? This is our vibe. This is our area. We're locking it down.
Yeah.
As if they own it.
Lawlessness.
Exactly. And, you know, I understand the energy and the emotion behind Rayshard Brooks. We all do. That's why we were here. Right. The burning down of the Wendy's, which was a black-owned Wendy's. You know, my question is, look where we are. What got solved? Right. We're still dealing with the same issues we were dealing with before any of this happened. And I just think that the strategy right now that's been utilized, I don't even call it a strategy.
Right.
It's just haphazardness.
It's carelessness.
Yeah. And we need to have an organized approach to justice. Other ethnic groups looking at this is laughing like, okay, so you guys are not organized, you want change, you want this, but you don't even know how to
defund the police.
Of course you hear the emotion coming out of me because All I have in my head right now is that 8-year-old girl laying there
Yeah.
when she should be on her cell phone
Playing.
or
Yeah.
IG or whatever they
Mhm.
Facebook. That's
Yeah.
that's
With
what's
a tablet and doing things that 8-year-olds do.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
and I was a part of the Zoom
Mhm.
conference yesterday. I
Okay.
actually produced it,
Okay.
and to see the mother's pain, she doesn't know who did it. So her daughter's going to be buried tomorrow, and you still have the killer out there.
That's right.
That's a problem.
Mhm. That's a very big problem.
Yeah, I mean,
We all should be outraged.
exactly. So as you noted earlier in your piece, that the reward has been up to I think 50 grand.
Yeah, 50,000.
If that doesn't make somebody come out, I mean,
What will?
again, I understand the code of snitching and all that, man, but this is a different thing.
Yeah. This is different altogether. This is a baby.
Yeah,
Like Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottom said, this is a baby. You shot a baby.
right.
And if you don't have any conscience, where do we go from here? You know, someone knows something.
That's right. And I heard somebody say, and I can't remember who it was, but if an 8-year-old child is not safe on the streets, then none of us are.
None of us are safe. Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's
Our elders,
it's just
none of us.
we're in the wild wild west right now, man. And I never thought in 2020 I would see the blackest city in the world dealing with this, not only killing each other, the police killing us. You got the Ku Klux Klan and all of them coming to Atlanta talking about what they want to do.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope that we're on, and you know once you get to that bottom,
Yeah. It's hard to get back on
yeah,
top.
can't put the genie back in the bottle.
Wow. As we hear, speaking to Bill here, I'm saying, look, more kids. There's 3 little kids coming there. Parents are bringing their children. And it touches everybody. I spoke with a young lady named Erica also. And she didn't know her, you know. She didn't know her at all. But she said the Lord told her to come by, pay her respects. And that's exactly what she did. We was in the parking lot speaking for a while. And it's just like we see the motorcycle club just pass through. So it's that feeling that some adults have to really come and make their voices heard. They need that closure. And that's what I was about to when I see her laying in that glass-laden casket, looking like a princess that she is.
That's right.
A little unicorn, a little bear. I mean,
yeah.
why we have to go through these things?
That's right.
So our community is broken, and it really needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed.
Yep.
We have to get on top of this and make sure this does not happen again in any parts of the United States, any parts of the world.
That's right.
The
No,
communities are broken.
You're absolutely right, man. I would love to see what they're going to do to fix this, because this is not right on any level. On any level.
The police got to they got to make their presence felt back in that area. I understand with Rashad Brooks, and you know they're saying, well, defund the police, and they're kind of scared to go back in that area. But no, we got to put that aside, and something has to be done, and it has to be done right now.
Well, you know, I think the biggest part, as of today, they tore it down. I mean, I was there. It's Wendy's is no longer.
Okay.
But why did we have to wait until this young girl got put in a casket
To make a move.
to make a move? This should have been done the day after Rashad got killed, the day that it was deemed that the owner's not going to rebuild anymore.
Right.
They'll demolish this building, and then whatever happens with it, whether it becomes a community center or whatever, have that debate later on.
Right.
But to have this thing open and going on and on, it's like a wound that you never close, and it
Keep
just
rubbing
keeps.
salt in it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so here we are.
It's not going to heal.
It's not going to heal. You know, and today was the start of it. And then to make insult to injury, tomorrow this young girl is going to be buried, and Donald Trump is coming to town.
Wow.
Like how insulting
Look
is
at the
that?
timing.
The timing is horrendous. And I'm supposed to be there to cover. I'm not going. I'm covering this.
That's right. What's more important?
That's right. You know,
He's not going to fix our neighborhood.
no. I mean, and he's part of the reason why we're here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so this is why I'm saying it's totally insulting on a lot of levels. You have the governor who could just say to the president, you know, this may not be a good time to come
Right.
to Atlanta. There's a major event happening with this 8-year-old girl. Maybe just the photo op of it ain't
Yeah.
right, man.
Yeah.
So I just,
I feel the same way. Oh, you're right.
it's just crazy.
Alive again, we're here. The Murray Brothers Funeral Home. 8-year-old Secoriea Turner. Untimely passing. As we see in the parking lots, a lot of cars coming and going, a lot of kids. Just the thing that stands out to me today is so many kids. I know it's going to be kids, but it's been so many. It's I don't even know the words to describe it. A mother's pain.
The pain on her face,
For the-
man, is just priceless, man. I mean, you could hear it in her voice. You could see it on her face. She doesn't even have energy. You could just
Yeah.
see her whole body is just limp.
Yeah.
She's young herself.
She's a baby too.
Yeah. I mean, this is just crazy, man. It's crazy.
Young adults, young parents. Oh man, well, we'll be here for a little bit more, and we'll see how the things go. And it's tough. One of the toughest broadcasts we have to do is with little kids. We can't find the words to really have closure. You'll never have closure.
Never.
Live again at the Murray Brothers Funeral Home, Cascade area. The DJ Dutch 106 Live Radio. Of course, you got the president himself, MVP News Network.
Peace. That's it. Peace.
Yeah, man.
You're watching the MVP TV network.